Deep in the mist-shrouded Carpathian Mountains lies the ruins of Szeged Castle, a place where history and nightmare intertwine. This was the home of Elizabeth Bathory, a noblewoman whose name would become synonymous with terror and the thirst for eternal youth. Born in 1560 to one of Hungary's most powerful families, Elizabeth was highly educated, wealthy, and politically influential. As a countess, she managed vast estates and commanded hundreds of servants, while her husband fought on the front lines against the Ottomans. But behind the veneer of aristocratic duty, a dark obsession began to take root within the castle's secluded chambers. Rumors spread of local girls entering the castle as servants, only to never be seen again. The air grew heavy with secrets. The Countess was allegedly obsessed with her fading beauty, leading her to perform rituals that history would recount with shudders. While legends of blood-bathing may be exaggerated, the evidence of her cruelty was documented by over 300 witnesses. By 1610, the complaints reached King Matthias II, who ordered an investigation into the Blood Countess and her alleged crimes. Georgi Thurzo led a midnight raid on Szeged, discovering a scene of horror that would seal Elizabeth's fate forever. Her accomplices were tried and executed, but due to her noble status, Elizabeth was spared the executioner's blade. Instead, she was condemned to solitary confinement, walled up inside a small room in her own castle for the rest of her life. She remained in darkness for 4 years until her death, but her legend was only just beginning to take flight. Centuries later, the story of the Blood Countess inspired writers and filmmakers, blending historical fact with vampire mythology. From Bram Stoker to modern cinema, Elizabeth Bathory remains the ultimate archetype of the female vampire, beautiful and deadly. While we may never know the full truth of her deeds, her name is etched in history as the most prolific killer of her era. The Blood Countess, a legacy of power, vanity, and a darkness that time cannot erase. History's most notorious noblewoman.